Indeed, a big day today. Today we are at the very Noida International Airport, and today is going to be a very important day, a very new thing where the validation flight is going to take place just in a while now. Yes, the wait is going to be over, and all eyes on this very place. Let me show you before I go to the dummy. This is the very Noida International Airport logo. It's beautifully crafted, beautifully made, and now if you have to talk about the purpose of this very validation flight, yes, there will be tests and certifies approach, there will be departure procedures, there will be navigational systems and communication infrastructure for compliance with CST standards, and it will also ensure the readiness as well of the new runway and overall infrastructure. This is the very model of this very airport. You can see how beautiful and how grand this very looks, and this is going to be a very remarkable feat also, not just for India, not just for Uttar Pradesh, but for the entire Asia. And the data collected also will be submitted to the DGCA. Now there will be regulatory milestone also, and if this very flight is successful, this airport will also apply for aerodrome license for the DGCA. And yes, very importantly, this very commercial operations is also set to begin in April 2025. And also this, this north terminal is, or rather the northern runway is going to be operational for today, and even this very this capacity will be handling 12 million passengers annually in phase 1, and will be again scaling to 70 million after phase 4 completion. And after the runway structure construction is completed, the ILS and the PAPI, that is the precision approach path indicator calibration, will also be has been rather finalized. And when I show you a dummy, you just get an idea, you just get a perspective about how grand it is going to look, because just here in the very demo only you can get a perspective, a slight perspective. Rather, the complete picture is still going to take some time, that is April 2025, and the visitors can actually come in and experience this first hand. But when you see this very beautifully made demo also, you can actually get a perspective, get an idea that how great and how grand this this very runway is going to look like, very airport is going to look like. And this is going to change perspective, not just for Uttar Pradesh, not just for India, if you talk about the entire Asia, and even for the for this very civil aviation space also. Globally also, it's going to create a major impact. It's going to create revenue, it's going to create manpower, it's going to create even a broader impact also that's going to happen in the civil aviation sector. This is me, Brian Thomas, signing off with camera person of Desh for NewsX Delhi. Well, the big day is finally here. We are at this very important place. We showed you that we were showing you the very demo and the logo of the Noida International Airport. Now we are at the runway. Now before we show you the runway, let me just show you behind and see the progress. This is managed by this very YIAPL, that is the Yamuna Private International Airport Limited, which is a subsidiary of Zurich Airport, and it is operated under this very 40-year concession that started in October 2024, and it's a marquee project for the Uttar Pradesh government, which is a part of India's initiative to develop second airport in major metropolitan city. And this very validation flight will happen with the full crew, and airport authority staff will also conduct this trial today, and this marks a very significant step also towards operational readiness for the airport. Now there will be multiple takeoffs, landings, and taxiing maneuvers also to evaluate this. And now I'll show you the runway also. Just in a while now, the flight is going to come, the validation flight will be coming, and the key components will include this very 3.9 kilometer operational runway, and nearly completed terminal building, a 38 meter tall air traffic also ATC tower with communication systems are ready for the trial that's going to happen. And this will also include one runway. This is the north runway that is operational from today onwards, and the capacity will be handling 12 million passengers annually in phase 1, which will even scale to 70 million after phase 4 completion. So when you see it, you can actually understand that this is the very runway, and it is going to, just in a while now, the validation flight will be here, and this is going to be mark a major milestone for the aviation industry globally, and not just for Uttar Pradesh, not just for India, but Asia and globally also, and going to change the entire landscape of the aviation industry that's going to happen in a while now. This is me, Brian Thomas, signing off with camera person of Desh for NewsX Noida. And yes, the moment the day has arrived, we were showing you all that was needed. We were at the Noida International office. We showed you the logo, we showed you the demo, we showed you the preparations. Now just I'll request my camera person. Yes, the time has come. We are at this very airport, the Noida International Airport, and this very airport is designed to become now a leading airport, India's leading airport, blending Swiss efficiency with Indian hospitality. It also aims to now offer exceptional customer service, outstanding operational efficiency, advanced digital service, and a minimal environment footprint. It will also provide a seamless travel experience catering to a diverse range of passengers, including families, elderly travelers, and business professionals, and also will offer a broad range of commercial services. Now, yes, this is going to be a major milestone. You can see the landing process is now happening. You can see the Indigo flight there. This is the validation flight that everyone was hoping to happen. It was a much awaited validation flight that was there, and even to the fact that this will the very first it will set to the commercial flight is set to happen in the year 2025, April 2025. And now the connectivity also, it's a strategic location. It's 30 kilometer from state highway, that is SS 22A, which will connect Palwal and Aligarh. Also, it's 700 meters from the Yamuna Expressway. It's a planned connection to proposed Palwal Gujarat Expressway also, and it is also poised to become a significant hub in India's aviation landscape, also contributing to regional growth, tourism, industrial development, while offering world-class service as well. And when you see it, you can actually understand how grand this looks. The vision looks great. And here also you saw the validation flight taking place, and this was the much awaited landscape, much awaited event that was there, that happened today. Here also, when I show you, you can actually get a glimpse the preparation of it. And even this will include one runway and an integrated terminal for domestic and international operation. It has the capacity to now handle 12 million passengers annually in phase 1, scaling to 70 million in phase 4 completion as well. Now, if we show you the runway also, I'll request my camera person Avdesh Chaurasia to just show you around the flight, also the validation flight, the runway. It's a 3.9 kilometer operational runway, a nearly completed terminal building like we show you. And even it's a 38 meter tall air traffic control tower with communication system ready for Monday's trial, that is today. And yes, this extensive groundwork was done, including a schedule of events shared by the DGC as well. And very importantly as well, it becomes very important as well, because the purpose of this validation flight that you can see, it is for the test and certifies approach that will show you departure procedures that we are showing you, navigation system and communication infrastructure for compliance with safety standards. It will also ensure readiness of the new runway and overall infrastructure. The data also that will be collected will be submitted to the DGCA, and if this very flight that is now you see being successful, the airport will also apply for an aerodrome license from the DGCA. And this commercial operations, which will expect it to be starting from the very 2025, which was originally scheduled for the last year, but yes, it got delayed due to operational and global supply chain disruptions. But this will include this one runway, that is the north runway, and it will handle the capacity of 12 million passengers annually in phase 1, scaling to 70 million after being finalized after the phase 4 completion. And the runway structure, you can see the runway structure being completed, and the instrument landing system, that is the ILS and precision approach path, that is the PAPI calibration that was finalized last year. You can see it's a exclusive report. You can see the visual. It looks gorgeous. When you see the flight coming, you can see the hooting that has been happening by all the staff. You can see the much awaited moment is here. The Indigo flight is just coming. The validation flight is happening, and it looks gorgeous. We are showing you exclusive visuals of this very feat happening. It looks marvelous when the flight is coming towards us. You can see the rainbow also happening, and this is a beautiful visual that you see up close, personal, in front of you. The Indigo flight, the first validation flight And this purpose is very much fulfilled where the test certifies approach, departure procedures, navigation system and communication infrastructure for compliance. It will also ensure the readiness of the new runway and overall structure, and this data that will be rather collected after this validation flight will be also submitted to the DGCA, and after this very flight being successful it will also apply for aerodrome license from the DGCA. So these are the exclusive visuals that we showed you from our channel, and stay tuned for more updates. This is me, Brian Thomas, signing off with camera person Avdesh for NewsX, Greater Noida. What a day it has been. The Noida International Airport has done something that was foreseen, that was being anticipated for a very long time. Yes, today the validation flight has commenced. Let me show you. This is the very flight, the validation flight. The flight has just landed at this very Noida International Airport. This is the Indigo flight, and the purpose of this validation flight is nothing but to do the test, to certify approach and departure procedures, and even involve navigation system and communication infrastructure for compliance with safety standards. It will also ensure readiness of the new runway and overall infrastructure. The data also will be collected, will be now submitted to the DGCA, and if after this flight being successful, the airport will also apply for an aerodrome license from the DGCA as well. And yes, the commercial flight operations will be starting from April 2025. It was originally scheduled for October 2024, but there were delays. There were global supply chain delays, and as a result of that, it was delayed, and it will happen the very next year. And today has been a very important day. The northern runway happened, and where the first validation flight also took place. Let me show you also a bit more about this very area. This is the very the very airport, and the phase 1 infrastructure which you see, it includes one runway and an integrated terminal for domestic and international operations. It will be having the capacity to handle 12 million passengers annually in phase 1, which will scale to 70 million after phase 4 completion. You see these staffs, they have been all glued up. They have been working endlessly. They're waving, they were hooting. You can see the enthusiasm. They've been working for day and night to ensure that this validation flight, happens, and the hard work they have been doing comes into light. They have been all glued up when the validation flight happened. When the Indigo flight came near us, they were all hooting, they were all shouting. There were water cannons from two ends that was, hovering, on the very flight, and showing how truly and how much it means to the staff who are here, who are glued to their, on their pedestal. They're standing, they have been, waiting to ensure that this seamless process happens, and it becomes a major milestone also for Noida International Airport. That happened today. The phase 1 happened, and there will be, each phase will take 10 years for to happen. And yes, after there will be after 40 years, there's a big chance also that it can become even Asia's biggest airport. So yes, it's still a far away. The dream is still a long gone. But yes, it becomes a major milestone as well. It is a dream project. It's a mark project for Uttar Pradesh, and also it's going to change the entire aviation sector in terms of the runway, in terms of the airport it's going to build. This is me, Brian Thomas, signing off with camera person Avdesh for NewsX, Greater Noida. Validation flight कितना important है job creation के लिए and for all the people जो है?
जब मैं 40 साल पहले आया था और राजनीति में 15 साल पहले इस क्षेत्र से चुनाव लड़ने आया था, तो ये क्षेत्र बैकवर्ड क्षेत्र था। यहाँ पर आने जाने के रास्ते नहीं थे और कुछ तरह के। लेकिन आज जो सुधार हुआ है, आज जो विकास हुआ है, आज वैलिडेशन फ्लाइट और अप्रैल के अंदर इस विश्वास के साथ कि पूरा एयरपोर्ट चालू हो जाएगा। आपने भी देखा होगा, जहाँ जहाँ गुड़गांव में एयरपोर्ट आ गया, वो क्षेत्र का विकास डेवलप हो जाता है। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि अप्रैल में जब ये पूरी तरह से चालू हो जाएगा, क्षेत्र के विकास को नए पंख लगेंगे और 4 गुना गति से यहाँ का विकास होगा।
सर, एक मेरा आखिरी सवाल ये रहेगा, जब ये फर्स्ट टाइम ऐसा हुआ है ये वैलिडेशन फ्लाइट, आपके लिए ये मोमेंट कैसा था? हाउ डिड यू फील जब आपने
वो जो फ्लाइट से उतर के जो क्रू लोग आए थे, जो लोग आए थे, उनसे अनुभव शेयर किए, क्योंकि मिनिस्टर रह चुका हूँ मैं सिविल एविएशन का ही, तो उनके अनुभव को उन्होंने टेक्निकल शब्दों में जो बताया कि ये लैंडिंग फ्लाइट उनके लिए भी एक यादगार फ्लाइट थी। इतनी स्मूथ, इतनी वेल ऑर्गेनाइज, ATC टावर से कंट्रोल्ड, सब कुछ बिल्कुल परफेक्ट एज पर डिजाइन।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर हमसे बात करने के लिए। सो यस व्यूअर्स, That was Mahesh Sharma, who is the MP of Lok Sabha, and also he was the former civil aviation minister, who spoke exclusively to us about how well it has become for job creation and how good a moment it is for every Indians who will be participating and witnessing this very remarkable feat. This is me, Brian Andy Thomas, signing over with camera person of Desh for NewsX, Greater Noida. माइलस्टोन एक ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट है सर, लोगों के लिए या आपके लिए वो कैसा मोमेंट था जब आपने ये विटनेस किया?
मैं यहाँ का विधायक हूँ और हर विधायक का सपना होता है कि उसके क्षेत्र को तरक्की के पंख लगें, और आज मैंने अपनी आंखों से देखा और मुझे ध्यान आया उन किसान भाइयों का सहयोग जिन्होंने अपनी ज़मीनों को इस एयरपोर्ट के सपने को साकार करने के लिए दिया। आज इस प्रदेश के लिए भी ऐतिहासिक दिन है, चूँकि हम एक ऐसा ग्रीन फील्ड एयरपोर्ट यहाँ बनने जा रहा है जो दुनिया की एक नामचीन कंपनी ज़्यूरिख एजी जो 10 एयरपोर्ट संचालित करती है दुनिया में, उसके माध्यम से इसे बनाया गया है। और टाटा वाले लोगों ने, जो टाटा टेक्निकल टीम है और बहुत प्रोफेशनल लोग हैं, उनके द्वारा यहाँ इसका एयरपोर्ट का निर्माण किया जाना, ये दोनों ऐसी बातें हैं जो इसे विश्व स्तरीय बनाएंगी। और यहाँ टिकट भी सस्ता होगा, चूँकि जो दिल्ली में टैक्स है 28% तेल पर, वो यहाँ 1% है उत्तर प्रदेश में, जिसका सीधा फ़ायदा लोगों को मिलेगा, यात्रियों को मिलेगा। और अगर हम समुद्र मार्ग को, पानी के मार्ग को छोड़ दें तो आने वाले समय में रेल कनेक्टिविटी, रोड कनेक्टिविटी, मेट्रो ट्रेन और जो हमारी सुपर फास्ट ट्रेन है जो बनारस जाएगी सीधी गाज़ियाबाद दिल्ली से, उसका भी रूट यहीं होकर है। तो कुल मिलाकर यह एक ऐसा एयरपोर्ट होगा जहां पहुंचना आसान होगा। और आप इंतज़ार कीजिए कि यह जेवर, जिसे हम गहना भी कहते हैं, यह उत्तर प्रदेश का एक गहना बन चुका है। और हम आने वाले समय में इस देश के आर्थिक विकास का भी माध्यम बने, इस भावना के साथ हम यहाँ काम कर रहे हैं। इसमें सहयोग करने वाले सभी लोग जिन्होंने इसे टाइम से बनाया, किसान भाई, वो सभी अधिकारी जिन्होंने कमिटमेंट से काम किया, मैं इस अवसर पर सभी का धन्यवाद करता हूँ।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर हमसे बात करने के लिए। सो यस व्यूअर्स, दैट वाज धीरेंद्र सिंह who spoke to us about how important it is in terms of job creation and a dream that has actually become a success. This is me, Brian Andy Thomas, signing off with camera person of Desh for NewsX, Greater Noida. Well, yes, the validation flight has commenced. The flight has, come here. It was there, and now it's going to take off. It was a remarkable feat. It was a dream come true. It's a mark project for Uttar Pradesh, and it's also going to change the entire landscape for Indian aviation and how important it's going to be for everyone in terms of job creation, in terms of revenue, and in terms of how successful it's going to be. Yes, the commercial operations will be starting from April 2025. It was supposed to start in October 2024, but yes, it got delayed due to global supply chain operations. But yes, this, north runway that is functional now. You can see the Indigo flight is going to take place. It was scheduled for today at 12 noon, and then there were many leaders who came. Rahmoon Naidu was here, the Union Civil Aviation Minister was here, Vidhayak was here, Jevar Vidhayak was also, Dhirendra Singh was here, and even also the Minister of Parliament was also here, Mahesh Sharma, and we've also spoken to them exclusively about how important this day is and the moment, how important this very moment is and how it will boost the very supply chain operations, it will boost the connectivity, and how this runway is going to change the global landscape as well. Now you see, this is the very flight, this is the very Indigo flight that's going to take off now. And it is how important and how beautifully it has been crafted. This purpose served its purpose, where the test certifies approach, departure procedures, navigation systems and communication infrastructure for compliance with safety standards was met. It will also ensure readiness of the new runway and overall infrastructure. The data that will be collected will also be submitted to the DGCA. And even post this also, the airport will also apply for an aerodrome license from the DGC as well. Yes, even though the commercial operations is begin in April 2025, the this very capacity also of the phase 1 will handle 12 million in phase 1, which will scale to 70 million after phase phase 4 completion. You can see we are showing you exclusive report of the takeoff that's going to take place. You see the Indigo flight up close and personal. It's in front of you. It's just there, and how amazing and how grand this entire fleet looks when you see this very flight being taken off, and it looks grand this very day. It's a moment, it's a big day for the aviation industry, for the CEO Christoph, for the Union Aviation Minister Rammohan Naidu, for everyone who have been a part of this very journey. You can see behind me only, you see how picturesque this looks, how cinematic this entire visuals looks, that just behind me, when you see this, you get an idea that that very flight, that the validation flight, the first flight in the Noida International Airport has happened. It commenced in the 12 noon. You see it being landed. It was landed with the water cannons from two sides, and now you see the flight is going back, it's taking off, and you see how amazing and how grand this looks. This is me, Ranandi Thomas, signing over with camera person of Desh for NewsX, Greater Noida.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.